The current state of natural environments is declining at a rapid pace due to a number of human and natural-driven pressures. Conservation efforts have worked to protect these valuable regions through a variety of methods. Protected areas are one of these conservation strategies that have sparked environmental protection globally. The interest in protection has grown so much so that there are currently 200,000 protected areas established around the world to reduce the destruction of habitats, species, and natural resources. The extensive use of this conservation strategy has produced a general positive reputation for protected areas in saving valuable ecosystems. On the other hand, we must consider if protected areas are able to successfully incorporate biological, social, integrated, and participatory strategies to enhance the management of these vulnerable areas. California has a grand history with its marine environment, beginning with the native tribes. These native nations used the coast as fish camps. Generations of people would come to the beaches to not only fish for food, but to use the fish as a trading commodity. The natives have passed down knowledge of respect and sustainability of the ocean's resources and biodiversity. Today, California's coast still holds similar social, cultural, and economic value. The state is the second largest ocean economy in the United States, contributing $18 million from fisheries, tourism, and recreation. This indicates major growth in the state's population and development, which means that marine environments are facing more pressures than ever before from chemical pollution, urban runoff, climate change, and resource exploitation. So what is California doing to protect from these pressures on its ocean's ecosystems? The need to protect marine life and its resources was first politically recognized when the Marine Life Protection Act was passed in 1999. The objective of this act is to develop marine protected area networks created through science-based participatory management. This led to the creation of the California Master Plan. This document critically outlines how these networks should be managed for long-term environmental, social, cultural, and economic sustainability. The master plan stresses that marine protected areas are reliant on the participation of multiple groups, including scientists, fishermen, academics, non-governmental organizations, and community-based groups. The process of establishing these MPA networks began with biological and social sciences that provided for increased representation and replication among multiple marine habitats and user areas. This scientific knowledge set up baseline conditions for the prospective networks, which then triggered draft proposals of the MPA networks. The master plan clearly defines the stages at which community engagement must be taken, which is at every stage of the draft. This allows for the general public, managers, people using the marine area for livelihood, research scientists, or even environmental activists to make a contribution to the final decisions. Who has the authority in the California Marine Protected Area Network? The California Fish and Game Commission is the main regulatory group in approving policy and decision-making. The California Department of Fish and Wildlife are responsible for the implementation and enforcement of the marine protected areas. The state also recognizes that the native tribes have a right and responsibility over coastal regions. The governance groups are in partnership with the California tribes and tribal governments in order to achieve the need for interdisciplinary participation. California's master plan specifically prioritizes the integrations of multiple groups with power to manage the marine protected areas. The variety of feedback from different stakeholder groups enhance the comprehensibility and objective success of California's MPA network. Managers can now decipher the benefits over the various marine habitats using the established monitoring program. This program investigates the health of social and environmental state of the MPA. The master plan sets this management to a 10-year period in order to have time to visualize, analyze, and discuss the changes in the marine environment. Key points from the California Marine Protected Area Network case study demonstrates the complexity that protected area management exhibits. Protected areas can and must be successful through integration, participation, and interdisciplinary methods. It is important to understand that environmental protection requires more elements than just biological degradation. A lot of environmental protection involves the people using the area, which means that all aspects of cultural, social, economic, and ecological issues must be addressed when choosing management strategies.